What's up, Cowboys Nation? It's your boy Jay Tuck. Real Cowboys fans, stand up. And y'all know what tonight is, man. It's Thursday night. It's Thursday night. So y'all know when it's Thursday night around here, we got to shake the ground a little bit. Shake the ground a little bit, man. So what do we do to shake the ground a little bit, man? I call up my big dogs, man. I call up my bros and say, yo, let's go ahead and let's go live and let's get things lit, man. So CFO fam, y'all already know the drill, man. This ain't about CFO family. It's about Cowboys Nation. But I got my brothers DMV and Rome in the building. What's going on, fellas?
What's good with you?
What's up, man? What's going on?
Now, I ain't going to hold y'all, bro. I ain't going to hold y'all. So I'm telling y'all something, man. Cowboys Nation, they've been coming through for your boy, man. Because last week, right, the Yeezys dropped. And your boy didn't get no Yeezys, man. I didn't get no Yeezys, but Cowboys Nation hit me up on IG. It was like, yo, Tuck, I got you. I got codes for you. Send me the money, cash at me. I got you. Boom, got the Yeezys, man. Ooh. Now, today, the Madden beta codes dropped. I'm like, bro, where's my Madden beta code? I ain't got no Madden beta code. Cowboys Nation like, yo, the content creator who does Madden content, hit me up in the DMs. Here's a code for you, bro. I got you. I respect what you do. So I've been on Madden, man. I've been on Madden. Wow. You know, so I've been playing Madden 24 all day today, man. So I'm a little bit rusty today, but how y'all gonna do it on Thursday evening, man?
I'm good, man.
Yeah.
I am good, man. Outside of the Twitter streets, man, I had to fall back a little bit, man. It was like people will get you out of your character.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like last week, I ain't mentioning no names, but you just get out of your character. So yeah. I had to fall back and get back to my peace, back to my people, my family, as I love to call it, which is y'all, and the Cowboys Nation. I love to talk to and leave all that silliness in the rear view, as Tuck be telling me. So, yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing.
Hey, you know, and it's crazy, bro, right? Taking Twitter advice from me. But let's talk about Twitter, right? You know what I'm saying? We family, man. Like, last month, I kind of ducked off of Twitter because I got locked out from some weird reasons. And just ironically, our most productive month on this channel was the month I was locked out of Twitter. And it's like, I love Twitter because Twitter, I kind of say it like this. It's kind of like a rap analogy. Like, I come from the Twitter projects. Like, the Twitter projects molded me. That's my home, right? But once you get a record deal or you sign into the league, you shouldn't be hanging out there at the projects all damn day. Now, I might drive by and say, hey, a little bit, but I think that's my biggest problem. Sometimes on Twitter, bro, I'm like, you've been outside on the projects all day.
It's called Twitter the ghetto, bro.
It is. I call them that all the time. I call myself Twitter's project baby, man. That might be my mixtape. You know what I'm saying? Like, because Twitter, like, you'll have a good conversation. We'll be talking something. I'll have a follower or subscriber or whatever. We're talking ball, but here comes somebody out of nowhere with no profile, with no followers, no nothing.
That happened to me
just
today.
Ruin the vibe. You know what I'm saying? So what happens is that deflects the conversation, the good conversation. We like, bro, we start firing off on this dude. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know.
You know, look, because me and Tuck sometimes, we'll talk at work for like, I'll be talking to him for like 30, 40 minutes. You know what I'm saying? We be touching on different stuff, and it don't even be Cowboys related sometimes. And to his point, man, you will be moved on. I have plenty of points I've made since I've been on Twitter for about 3 years now.
Right.
You know, and what I've learned is, this is what I had to learn is, a lot of people on Twitter or trolls, whatever you want to call them, they want to just find the thing, whatever it may be, to get under your skin and run with it.
Right.
Logic goes out of the window.
Right.
For sure.
They don't even care if you say they right.
Right.
Because you would think, okay, that's what you want. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
And I had this whole Devontae Smith versus Michael Gallup thing I put last year.
Mm-hmm.
And I should have known better because Gallup wasn't right. And it was against all odds. But y'all know me. I'm captain. I'm going to support my team.
Right.
And one of them dudes retweeted it. Was like, look at this dude. And they've been bothering me about this tweet for a week.
Right.
From last year. And I literally said, all right, y'all got it. He better than Gallup. And they don't change nothing.
They don't want that.
They want you to get on your knees, pause, and do something else. And that ain't happening. So stop worrying about what they think, because they don't really want the victory. They just want to bother you.
They want your attention.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And so there's a science to it, man. It's dopamine. Like, you know, like to go too deep, man. But like some people just arguing with Jay Tuck is their fix, because sometimes I'm like, bro, you cannot be that mad this early in the morning. Y'all know y'all know I wake up at,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? I wake up at 4 a.m. There's people already mad. I'm like, bro, why are you mad? But it's like, you know what? Super angry, man. It ain't about that. And that's why I love coming over to the channel, because everybody over here knows how we get down. And I feel like with Twitter, a lot of people just get the snippets and everything. But one of the good things,
as we speak, I'm posting this link
on Twitter. Post it on Twitter. That's what, going back to the projects. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey man, just come in a little bit. Just sit down, be quiet in the back.
Hey, but I tell you, Twitter's bad, but y'all think Twitter's bad, man. Reddit's the worst, bro. I was in Reddit for about 3 weeks. I'm like, I gotta get up out of here. Man. So the power of social media. But speaking of social media and speaking of Twitter, man, one good thing, or one of the few good things you get from it, is you get a lot of interesting insight about the minicamp that's going on for the Dallas Cowboys. So we got a lot of things to talk about. So the first thing I wanted to address, you know, you get Michael Gelkin's coverage, you get, you know, No C, like all the phenomenal people in there. Our superstar Aisha Morrison, who's in the building, you get her insight as well. We're not worthy. Yeah. Salute to all the girls over there, Jess and Haley. Like, they're doing an incredible job.
The game, man. They're killing it, bro.
Killing it, man. Makes me proud. But yeah, so Dak Prescott had mentioned the idea of the Texas Coast offense, right? So it's going to be a little bit of what we did last year, which I kind of like, okay, hold on, how much? But also merging that with Mike McCarthy's West Coast approach. So DMV, I'll kick things over to you. Like, when you heard that, what was your thoughts about this Tex Coast? I'm not sure what Cowboys fans trying to remix a little bit, but what's your thoughts?
They don't look. Everybody always when the second person got to make it sound better. I don't think Dak was trying to give it a viral nickname.
Right.
He was just talking.
Right.
But as you know, you the Dallas Cowboys quarterback, dog. The things that you say, it sticks. And
right.
The thing that, and how I feel about it is, you know, the NFL is a copycat league, right? And
right.
I think Brian Broader said to y'all on the show the other day on Boston Show that the best offensive coordinators find a way to steal. So a lot of terminology, a lot of concepts aren't, you know what I'm saying, they aren't new. A lot of people do a lot of the same things. So I think that they are able to keep a lot of what Dallas has already been doing, but that's something that a lot of people are doing at other places as well. And so now they're just adding their wrinkles on to what they're already doing, and you're adding it bit by bit. Because what I think what'll happen is I think you'll see some of the things familiar to start, because a lot of these people are familiar with it. A lot of the team came back, so they're familiar with it. Then once they add the wrinkles into the game plans week after week, you won't recognize this offense anymore, because they'll start, you know, adding and implementing things that they saw on tape that other people did, and they'll start, you know, screen packages and all of that type of stuff. I think the biggest thing that we're gaining from Shotty and Mike McCarthy is situational play calling. So
that's a big deal, man.
It is. Situational play calling.
So for the people who are, you know, because we got a lot of different viewers from NFL IQ or football IQ in general. So when you say a difference between, you know, execution and situational play calling, like, explain, what does that really mean?
It means that, like, let's say, for example, we get a holding penalty, right? And a lot of people don't understand why teams do this, but let's say it's 2nd and 18, right? We got a holding penalty on 2nd and 8. So most teams will run like a screen, or maybe a tunnel screen, or a draw, or something like that. Yeah, they're cutting it in half, like you said, Rome, to make it manageable.
They don't try to throw for the 18.
Or sometimes you'll see something like this, right? Well, it'll seem, and you'll hear somebody say this, right? It might be 3rd and forever, right? And you might see a team throw a screen, and you're like, why did they do that? They had no chance of getting the first down. They wanted to get enough yards so that they could pin the other team back when they punt the ball. See, a lot of people, they skip over that. Because it depends on where you at on the field.
Right. You even planning on trying to go for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're playing.
Look, instead of just being like, I don't care what's happening, I was gonna run this play no matter what was happening.
Right.
That was Kellen Moore.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, back, like it'll be 3rd and 18. All goes.
Right. Yeah. Everybody run to the sticks and turn, man. Everybody.
I can't wait to see what he do with Justin Herbert's arm.
That's why I say he gonna throw Justin Herbert's arm out the socket, man. He gonna throw out the socket. That's why I said. That's why I said.
I can't wait until Keenan Allen says, "Damn it, I'm tired of running curls."
Right. Yeah. Yeah. But
I got all this route running ability, and you got me running curls.
Hey, my guy Quentin Johnson gonna run 3 routes, man.
My fault, yo.
You good? You good? Salute to my guy Professor O in the building, man. He said He said the Midwest Coast. I could get with some Midwest Coast. You know what I'm saying? I could do that. I can do a little Midwest Coast, but yeah,
just like some good music.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That Midwest Coast. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody that's in whatever channel, chat, whatever, hit the like button, please.
Yeah, hit the likes up, man. Appreciate it, man.
That lets everybody that helps push it out, so that we jumped on live. So, you know what I'm saying? Everybody can see that we up right now. So hit the like button.
Facts. Hit the like, hit the share. You appreciate it, man. Because we got to spread the word, the content, what we doing in our YouTube community, man. But yeah, I agree. I think, when it comes to this offense, it wasn't going to be, we going to scrap everything, rip the entire playbook and throw everything in the trash and start from scratch. So for a lot of Cowboys fans who thought that was going to happen, that was going to be the case. But there's going to be some remixing. And when I've been trying to explain to Cowboys fans, think about what happened here in Kansas City. Like, Andy Reid brought his Philadelphia West Coast approach to Kansas City, but then you had different offensive coordinators, most recently Eric Bieniemy, who kind of remixed it, you know what I'm saying, modernized it, changed it a little bit, and updated it. So that way, it just kind of makes sense, because you can't just run the same crusty offense you had 13 years ago. Mike McCarthy can't bring them plays, and just like Dan Quinn, right? Dan Quinn came to Dallas Cowboys. We all thought he's going to run, 4-3, wide 9, and cover 3. He said, I ain't doing none of that, bro. I got talent. I'm running man-to-man defense. We're going to get up in y'all grill. We're going to press, and I'm going to send these Bulldogs after. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you got to be adjustable in the NFL, which Kellen Moore wasn't. So I'm excited to see what this Tex Coast. We'll work on it, Dad. We'll work on that. You know what I'm saying? People are like, yo, we need merch. I'm like, I don't like that Texas Coast name. Like, we'll get to that.
I just like the whole idea of it. That's the biggest thing.
Right.
I like the fact that we're going to be more innovative. Like there was times last year where Kellen Moore did things that really had me excited.
Right.
Like that 13 personnel. That's what you call it.
Right. 13 personnel. Right.
To the far left and coming out and being very, very aggressive and no huddling throughout the first series in the Chicago game and getting people off their off their spots, and just different times last year. I'm like, yo, I like that Kellen Moore. The problem is he's not building towards anything. It's more so like he'll run the trips thing. It'll work really well that week, and he won't put like, that's a wrinkle I'm going to keep and bring back. He'll be like, that was fun. I'm gonna try something else next week.
Right.
Like he would have no type of, I'm building towards something to where when we get to a playoff game, you have to game plan for all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of who was I listening to recently? It was actually some of them guys on 103.5 The Fan, and they was talking about I forgot who was actually speaking specifically, the fact that his run game was so easy to game plan for because he had like a good set 5 plays. I'm running this.
Yeah, outside zone, inside zone, little G gap. It was just like, like I got 5. You know what I'm saying?
But then they were saying that the statistics said, when you actually get outside, we have our best success.
Right.
And he just wouldn't go towards that at all. And that's the stubbornness of sometimes feeling like you're the smartest one in the room.
Right.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot, I don't want to turn this into a whole Kellen Moore show, but it's like I feel like the talent really bailed Kellen Moore out. So it's gonna be interesting to see. But he ain't our problem no more. But that was my frustration, like you said, Rome. It's like I've been making numerous videos of like, speed up the tempo, because I feel like when the Cowboys go tempo, it allowed Dak Prescott to get into a rhythm. The game opens up. It puts the defense on his heel, and you as the offense, you dictate what the defense does. They can't substitute different packages, so it works.
Allow for them to think.
Right.
That overthinking.
You're not overthinking. So then it happens, and it's like, okay, damn, we hit Chicago in the mouth with tempo. Then it's like, we gonna do it again, and that's how I felt with going from the Tampa Bay game. Like I felt like Kellen Moore's like, know what? I'm probably about to leave anyway. Here's my whole resume. I'm gonna hit the Tampa Bay Bucks with everything I got. Y'all ain't seen this tight end wheel route.
Audition, bro.
Yeah, that was his audition. That boy went out there and put on a show versus Tampa Bay. I was like, man, Kellen was in his bag. Then got to San Francisco. It's like, I ain't got nothing else. That's
You know what? Now that I think about it, the Chargers were eliminated that same week, weren't they? They were out.
Because they blew that lead to Jacksonville that nobody wants to talk about. How, imagine Dak Prescott did that when, Asante Samuel Jr. got him 3 interceptions and got him a lead, and Justin Herbert just, but I digress.
We would never hear the end of that.
Bruh, never hear the end of that. Never hear the end of that.
I also want everybody to know that's watching this whole myth that if Dak gets to the championship game, everybody gonna stop talking.
No.
It's
not.
Hell
no.
Get to the Super Bowl. Unless he closes the deal.
He has to win it all.
They might not stop talking if he wins.
If Dak win it all, it'll be like, well, they had to stack the defense.
Right. The defense carried him. Yeah. If Micah Parsons didn't get that sack, if Micah was a bus driver. It's like, bro, at the point, it's like the whole Dak conversation. It's just like now, year 8, it's like, bro, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it.
Well, I talk to y'all. I'm tired of defending. I don't care.
I mean, what other stat, what other graphic can we post? What other video can we make? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, all right, let's move on to something else. And they'll move on to something else next year. It'll just be like,
exactly,
it'd be Kellen Moore versus Mike McCarthy or whatever.
2 years ago, it was Diggs. Last year, it was Dak. They find that Cowboys person to latch onto and hate on all year.
Yeah.
I wonder who it's going to be this year because
Micah about to do. You know what I'm saying?
You think they're gonna flip because the media love Micah?
Yeah, I mean maybe CD. They
tried to do it with our draft.
Yeah,
they tried to do it with our draft. They did it the year before, and they tried to do it with this draft this year. Mm-hmm. And I think they're having a hard time because they realize this is a really good team, bro.
Right.
Like, and I don't know which one of you guys said it, but it's okay to feel good about having a good team,
right,
or having a good shot,
right.
Pretty sure in Buffalo they don't give a damn,
right,
that they ain't won jack ever.
They don't.
You know what I'm saying?
They fans on the Madden cover. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna jump off some damn tables.
Yeah,
and they're gonna be ready to go.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, the Dallas Cowboys fans is the only fan base who we're optimistic. It's like, oh, see, here they go again. What do you mean? Soon as the Super Bowl is over, it's 0-0. Everybody optimistic. Me and DMV were at the NFL draft. You don't think that Panthers fans feeling optimistic now they got their quarterback? Texans fans are flexing because they got their quarterback and they got like everybody's excited, bro. Like, but Cowboys fans, y'all, I don't know why y'all do this to yourself every year. What we supposed to do, right?
Bro, they come on my comments every day, and come in there and say, here you go, hyping up minicamp, hyping up this, hyping up that.
Right.
And I always step back and say, you clicked on it.
Right.
It ain't low. It's in red letters.
Right.
Minicamp talk. If you don't want to talk about minicamp, roll your mouse. Keep scrolling.
Right. Yeah.
Stop to listen. And it'd be like 2 a.m. you leaving this comment. You worse than me. Go to sleep.
Right. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Just mad, just angry. You know what I'm saying? But it just is what it is. Now it just kind of, you know what I'm saying? I ain't deal with it anymore. Right. So some other news that came out, the mini camps to get excited about. My apologies, right? Stephon Gilmore, man. I know DMV did an incredible breakdown on Stephon Gilmore. If y'all didn't see that, y'all definitely need to watch it. But I've been saying, man, Stephon Gilmore to me, y'all, it feels like the Amari Cooper trade of the defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just got a guy who's extremely high IQ, going to be fundamentally sound, and come out there and do his job. Now, I'll tell you right now, on Madden, I don't know what the hell he's doing right now because he's glitching the hell out. He ain't doing nothing for me on Madden, but, you know what I'm saying, on the field in real life, man.
I don't know what people feel, bro.
I like, bro, I don't know, man.
79.
Yeah,
79.
Yeah. They got something wrong. I mean, they don't have the official ratings, but you know what I'm saying? But I think he had an interception when they're kind of going through drills, and everyone's just raving about Stephon Gilmore. And like I said today on Twitter, I know there's other free agents that the Cowboys fans would like to acquire, but we got our PS5 and we got our game with it, you know what I'm saying, with Stephon Gilmore and Brandon Cooks. I don't expect Stephen Jones to get us a headset. We got an SOL, but DMV, I'll start with you because you dropped down the film session. Like, what is your thoughts on Stephon Gilmore, and what do you think he's going to bring to this team this season?
I think Stephon Gilmore brings a winning attitude. So, you know, it was a long time where Dallas would bring in free agents that hadn't won anything, that really weren't. They didn't have the pedigree, so we would call it Walmart right. Bargain shopping or whatnot. Mm-hmm. So
Dollar General,
yeah, exactly. So Stephon Gilmore is a guy not only that, you know what I'm saying, has championship pedigree, but he's a guy that's a defensive player of the year pedigree. Is he the same Stephon Gilmore that won the defensive player of the year? I mean, obviously players get a bit older, but is he still smart? Does he have the IQ? Can he help other people? He's saying that he's seeing the game still at a high level, and I was able to prove that during film. So I'm ecstatic about it, bro, because not only does it help him, it helps those young cornerbacks in that room, because that's what a lot of people got to realize. Like, veterans that you bring in that can be influential in doing work and showing you how to work, man, they can help you develop. And a lot of the time we had homegrown talent, but the homegrown was teaching the homegrown, but nobody had won anything. So it's the blind leading the blind, and we kept getting to the same spot. Hopefully this is a move that helps us get to where we need to get to. And we know we needed a cornerback too. For a good portion of last year, I guess, when Anthony Brown went out, but this ain't a cornerback too. This is really like a corner 1A, corner 1B right here.
I agree.
Even still. So he's going to add something huge to this defense, especially with having a pass rush behind him. Because the pass rush, even with having our corners in our secondary, the pass rush is probably still going to be the best thing about this defense, because we got number 11.
Right.
Even without number 11, though, Tuck, let's think about this, right? You take away 11, and this is still a good defense.
Yeah, but let's not do that.
Hey, man, knock on wood, dog.
Yeah, but let's not do that at all. You know, say everybody, knock on everything.
But I'm saying in years past, what I'm saying is we were too dependent on maybe one or two guys.
Yeah, let's say LVE instead. You know what I'm saying? If we lose LVE, we still a good defense or something like that.
Well, shoot, when we lost LVE, I think for a little bit last year, we were kind of struggling. So that's kind of true. You know what I'm saying?
Go get me my veteran linebacker.
Right. We'll talk about that here in a second. But yeah, I agree with you, DMV, because like a lot of people don't understand. You know, even though Tyler Smith played well for his rookie season, he's in-house with Tyron Smith. He's in-house with Zach Martin. Then you went and got Jason Peters. Like, bro, you got 3 Hall of Famers to pick their brain and to train with every day. I just feel like even though the Dallas Cowboys had a veteran Anthony Brown and Jordan Lewis, you didn't have that guy as far as a corner who's kind of been to the fire, who's been to the trenches. So now you add Gilmore. If I'm Kelvin Joseph or one of these younger corners, bro, everywhere you go, I'm going. Where you going? Watch film? Me too. What weight you lifting? Okay, what drill you doing? I'm doing that too. Whatever you doing, bro, I'm following you. I'm doing what you do.
I'm about to go box. Y'all about to go box.
Yeah, I'm going with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really should attach yourself to the hip of a player with that high IQ, because his route recognition, I did a video. I forgot what video it was, but he was talking about covering versus the Dallas Cowboys, going against one-on-one against Amari Cooper. And he was like, the Dallas Cowboys, we kind of figured this out our damn self, right? Typically, they like to run the same route. So if they run a route once, you're going to see it again. I just knew in the formation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's the IQ of Stephon Gilmore kind of has. And so I feel like if you can add that to some of our younger, talented guys, it's only going to be better, because it starts from the ground up, or actually from the head down, you know, be honest with you, when it comes to playing at a high level, in the NFL level. So.
Well, can I say something before Rome jumps in?
Yeah, go ahead.
Here's the crazy. Y'all want to know something crazy? If you watch Trayvon Diggs, so I did a breakdown on Trayvon Diggs shutting down Justin Jefferson. Trayvon Diggs don't recognize shit. He just be playing and he still be shutting and locking people down.
Right.
Do you guys understand how his game is going to elevate being next to this dude?
No, I agree. I mean, Trayvon Diggs likes the key on the quarterback. So a lot of his stuff is his eyes is always in the backfield, which is what gets him in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But he's so naturally talented, he can make up for it sometimes. You know, I just think the thing that excites me, to your point, is that we got high-level IQ guys at every level on this defense now.
Right.
You know, and not that we did it necessarily last year, you know, no it's like the AB or nothing like that, but like, you know, we have like veteran leadership on every level. You know, like legitimate. You got a defensive player, former defensive player of the year in here.
Got D-Law, who's a Pro Bowler on the D-line.
D-Law is highly intelligent on that D-line. You know what I'm saying? You got Micah, who he's such a sponge. You know what I'm saying? You already know he plays on both levels. And then like our safety room, man, I really feel like it's super underrated, to where, you know, with Gilmore, the thing I think that stands out to me the most is when he had to be the defensive player of the year, he had to carry portions of his defense and be a Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, he an Avenger now.
Right.
He can look around and be like, yo, I don't gotta be Superman.
Right.
Like, I got people that got my back. If I'm slipping up, I got a safety room I trust.
Right.
That's crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got linebackers. Look, and as much as people want to downplay LVE, I saw PFF put him 32nd in the league at linebacker and stuff like that. The way our team is built is designed for LVE and Damone Clark and stuff like that. They had our best years just because of the way our defense is built front to back and side to side, to where you don't have to lean on, I got to play outside of my body and do something else. I got to be Micah.
Right.
Do your job, and we're going to flourish.
Right.
You feel me?
Right. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Like, you don't have to be a hero on this Cowboys defense. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the thing. It's like, even though we got some heroes in Micah Parsons and Trayvon Diggs, like, they don't have to be heroes because we finally have enough depth, and Will McClay has put a great defense together where you just have to go out there and do your job. It's like you're saying, Ron, Stephon Gilmore has got to go out there and do his job. And you mean to tell me that Stephon Gilmore might have to lock up the team's second best wide receiver? You know what I'm saying? That's easy money for him.
I can't wait for the team to say, I got it. I'm going to put the best receiver. You will go ahead and put receiver 2 on Diggs.
Right. Yeah, cool. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah.
Well, I don't know about that, bro, because I'm about to say, it's actually funny because wide receiver 1's Diggs locks them up. It be them no-name dudes that
because he'll fall asleep. He'll fall asleep. You know what I'm saying? Because
he's not maximum locked in.
And he plays. I think with Diggs, man, he plays out of phase. For those who don't know, it's kind of like, how's a simple way to explain?
He drives on the football. He's off ball. You know what I'm saying? He can key off, so he can play. Yeah, so play man from off, or in phase is more so like up close, personal,
hip to hip,
in your face, jamming. You know what I'm saying? You don't got necessarily jam, but you know what I'm saying? You within maybe 3 yards.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you're playing more to bait.
You can't key like you want to.
Yeah, you're playing more to bait. You know what I'm saying? But that's how Coach Harris has coached Trayvon Diggs to kind of play, out of phase, versus Stephon Gilmore really isn't that kind of player. He's gonna play in phase. He's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? So like, I would say, if you're playing Madden, right, and you're kind of using your user, you're kind of lurking. You're wanting to bait the quarterback to throw that way. So it might look like he's open, but you're leaning on your athletic ability to jump and make the play on the ball, if that makes sense. So it's like with Trayvon Diggs, that's how he plays. Like, it looks like he's beat, and all of a sudden, he closes the lane with his athleticism and makes a play on the ball. Now, some cases, a wide receiver, like, nah, he couldn't make the play on the ball, you know what I'm saying, and he gets beat. So that's why it's kind of that, coin flip sometimes with them. But last year, I mean, he didn't get beat as much as he did the prior season. That's what I'm saying.
Well, you know why? You guys know why? Like, in the breakdown, I realized too, in Minnesota, he could have had about 2 or 3 interceptions, but the pass rush got there before the quarterback could even get the ball off. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or, tip passes.
That's my point. Stephon Gilmore ain't had no pass rush like this.
Right. Yeah.
Nope.
And that whole thing last year, that I swear, it'd be third down. The defense then got it to 3rd and 9. They trying to get off the field, and they'll just say, "Man, just throw it to AV side."
Right.
Just do it. Mm-hmm. Especially when he went down, to throw it to Kelvin.
Aaron Rodgers.
And it would work.
Yeah.
So you can't do that no more. You test your luck. I dare you to just be like, I'm gonna just throw it, Stephon Gilmore. Go ahead.
Right.
Yeah. I can't wait to see Sam Howell this year, because he talked a lot of trash, and he was throwing against Mullen. Yeah.
Bro,
he was throwing against Mullen.
And that's why I said, man, beating the Cowboys means so much to people that Sam Howell got him a job just because he beat the Cowboys and Trayvon Mullen out there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, any Washington fans, I'm gonna break your heart though, because I've been hearing the reports. Brissett outplaying Howell.
Oh yeah, listen, y'all know I'm an ACC guy, so I watch Sam Howell in North Carolina. Like, I mean, he had a good game. You know what I'm saying? He had a good game. He had a good game. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Sam Howell's kind of like your, you know what I'm saying, going to Aldi's and getting your Baker Mayfield. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like a
Aldi. You got a Faker Mayfield?
Yeah, you got Faker Mayfield. Yes. Yeah, that's what Sam Howell is, Faker Mayfield.
Mess around and take the starting job.
I wanted to give him to Sam Howell when we play him. I'd rather play Sam Howell than Jacoby Brissett, to be honest with you. And that was my biggest concern in the draft. I kept leaning back. It's like, Washington has it. was like, but if they were to make a move and go get them a
when
quarterback,
they were saying they didn't want Lamar Jackson, I was
I was like, because that Lamar thing kind of had me a little. I'm like, I mean, are they gonna do it? And they're like, nah. But
change this division.
It would completely change the division. But I mean, here we're gonna see. I mean, Eric Bieniemy, here's a pet project. Let's see how cold you really are. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. I mean, there's been reports that Eric Bieniemy is, already changing the offense and he's been in players' faces or whatnot, but I just don't see it in Sam Howell. And maybe I'll be wrong, but I think he kind of got that job just by beating the Cowboys.
I wish you success out of respect for what you represent, but you're gonna have to hold this L when you play us. I'm sorry.
Bad, bro. You're gonna have to hold it bad.
I feel like we're gonna beat Washington just before how they did us in that game.
That's why I'm saying it's personal.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, I got a question, Rome. You posted something before we got in here about the new rule change. I think it was a couple hours ago.
I don't know. I've been like, people think I'm trying to troll the Eagles. This is bigger than the Eagles.
Yeah.
I want to know if this is real.
Yeah. So O is still here. Because I didn't hear this when the initial rules we were talking about, like, saying the rule changes. I didn't hear about this rule. I only heard about it because Law was talking about it today, and then Rome started talking about it. I think the rule is, and see if I can find some information. That it takes, like, if you do a fake handoff forward while you're moving forward, it's kind of a legal pass now, so you can't do the read option. So I don't know. I haven't had a chance to look it up and see if it's true.
You can't hand the ball forward.
Yeah, you can't hand the ball forward anymore. It has to be either lateral or behind you.
Though, as much as people were saying that will change football, it ain't going to affect that many teams. It's going to affect the teams that we thinking about.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's going to
affect Baltimore for sure.
Right.
Baltimore. Well, hey, at least Lamar got his chips, bro.
Right.
You got your chips, bro.
Anthony Richardson, like, and
here's the thing. I'll take Philly out of it. It impacts us as well, because I felt like with the zone reads and the zone options that we can kind of run the zone scheme with Tony Pollard, I would want to see Dak read and pull in some cases, because when you have an outside zone scheme or just an inside zone scheme, you want to have 3 levels off of it, right? You want to be able to do the play action, but also the read option. So, like, that's what the Eagles were good at last year. So, yeah. Oh, there's a question about the new handoff rule that if you hand the ball forward, it's now considered a pass and it's a legal pass. I don't know.
So that's real.
I don't know. I'm asking. Oh, he's in the chat. We'll see.
Some people were saying there was a proposed rule and it ain't go through yet. I just want to know.
Yeah. Because I know. I mean, yeah. So why would they even add that rule?
If I want to troll y'all, I'll troll y'all. This ain't got nothing to do.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Because when I got the rule, because I knew there was something about the quarterback sneak that they were talking about, but I never knew this was in conversation. So when I saw Law drop a video, and I was like,
I know why they nervous though.
I would too.
But in all honesty, all you would really do is run more stuff out of pistol, and then you can then you can do your fake handoff, because that's not coming sideways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's probably a little bit harder to defend, in my opinion, anyway. But I mean, that's probably how they'll get their loopholes around it. Because I was thinking,
look, the Fred Warners and the Micah Parsons of the world, it helps to not freeze you as much, and that's why they would be worried, because the athleticism.
So O just said, yeah, it's a real rule. So is it in effect this upcoming season?
Yeah, I know O went.
Yeah, O knows. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Oh, hey, the best in the business when it comes to this type of stuff, bro. That's why you had to ask him, bro.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Shout out to O.
Either I was going to ask him in the chat or I was going to text him.
Hey, shout out to O. Channel coming soon. Yeah. I don't know if he got a channel coming. I'm just going to say it anyway.
I've been trying to tell O get a channel.
I know, man. He hard-headed. Hard-headed as hell.
You got to look. We get a little special guest one week. Bring him on here.
Yeah, we're gonna bring all on, man. So I mean that rule would change a lot if it goes into effect. So it's gonna be interesting. But like I said, not talking about them, I'm like, hell, it can even impact the Dallas Cowboys as well. You know what I'm saying? So because I do want to see Dak use his legs, not all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like not all the time, but in the red zone, sometimes in the middle of the field. Because I feel like when he does that, that's when he's at his best. When Dak is moving the pocket, that's when he's at his best. Yeah.
That play at Tampa was so perfectly placed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next week we back to we back to last year's San Francisco.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, look, there's some scars there. I can hear it in your voice.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So it's in effect. It's up in effect this year.
Too.
Hey, bro, I swear to God, I dropped so many F-bombs when he threw that damn pick, that pick to Gallup over there. Like, bro, what are we doing?
I knew it was coming, bro. I knew it was coming, bro. I felt it. I was in, like I tell everybody, because I did the video before Tampa, like explaining like when we run the stop routes and when those picks and yours occur. And we were backed up, and I was like, bro, here we go. And like,
here comes
the running right to the sticks.
But I tell you what, he did set up one to CD later on in that game where they sat on that stop route, and CD just ran right by the dude. And it's like, bro, help me.
Yeah.
Help.
Yeah.
To y'all point, though, right? To y'all point, when the interview you did with Brian Broaddus, the one of the dopest things that came out of that is him saying that he feels like Dak trusts people too much.
Yeah.
And Tuck been saying that since I know him.
Yeah. Like I said, like I said, like that. So when Brian said that, I was just like, oh, okay, well let's.
He trusts the front office too much, which is a conversation for another day.
Mm-hmm.
And he trusts players like to Gallup can't come out of breaks. Not to let that football go before he turns.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But we learned the hard way, didn't we?
Yeah, like I said, Dak is that he's just that guy. But that's how his leadership. He believes in everybody. Like Aaron Rodgers, bro. Aaron Rodgers would have threw a fit.
He would have got a bench.
He would have threw a fit if the Packers tried to walk him out there game one with Dennis Houston. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what the? No, he would have threw a fit.
Bro,
but Dak,
he wouldn't have been allowed to trade Amari Cooper.
But then,
he ain't allowed.
But then Dak is just like, I believe in Dennis Houston. He's where he needs to be. And then they were just like, all right, man.
Not at the speed he need to be.
Salute to my guy Joe Castro in the building, man. Philly podcast. Why is Dallas so afraid of the Eagles? We're not even afraid of the Eagles, bro. Like, and no, I'm not coming to Philly.
Nope. Tuck. I know Joe. I know what he's trying to do, because I do it to him on his live show. We're not talking about the Eagles.
Yeah.
Let it be.
Yeah, well, we ain't talking about
what you trying to do?
Yeah.
Place Eagles comment. Nope.
With Joe, you want the shock face? Oh, we're not concerned about the Eagles. oh my God. Eagles get a new field goal kicker. Can't believe it. Nah, just listen to Joe, my guy, man. Met Joe at the draft, man. Came down here, man, and kicked it hard, bro.
You're my dog, though. He come in here because I bother him on his lives. That's all.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, one day I'm gonna jump in here and cook Joe up one of these days. I'm gonna cook Joe up one of these days. So Stephon Gilmore playing lights out at camp. Now I want to talk about this. This is the hot topic button, the offensive line. So I saw that you mentioned this DMV because me and you were on the same team. Like, bro, I need to see Tyler Smith at guard. No, he ain't left tackle. He ain't left. Like, no, I want to see him at guard, right?
I'm on your team, bro.
Okay, Rome too. Okay, yeah, I want to see him at guard, right? So it looks like Tyler Smith was getting reps at guard. You had Tyron at left tackle. Matt Walesko was playing right tackle as well. So let's just play fantasy world, right? Everybody's fully healthy. It's game one. We're headed to New York. I will be in New York. I ain't being in Philly.
That is wavy, bro.
Yeah, I'm going to New York. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know me, man. That's why I say I don't know why West Coast would tag me in that tweet. I literally got off the phone. I told him I'm not going to Philadelphia unless it's a playoff game. And he just wanted to run with it because he felt like if he went to Twitter, everybody would put pressure on me to go.
He don't
know that pressure don't work, bro.
Yeah, it don't work. I'm like, bro, I'm not going to Philadelphia for no November regular season game, bro. Like,
I did talk you into coming to Vegas, though.
Yeah, well, no, you didn't talk to me coming to Vegas. Salute to Aisha, because like I was talking to her and we were kind of getting everything set up for camp, and I was like, damn, July. It's like something else is end of July. She's like, oh yeah, the fight. I was like, you damn right, the fight. She's like, I think DMV's going. I text DMV like, bro, you going to Vegas for the fight? He's like, yep, I'm be there, bro. I booked my ticket so quick, so I'm going to be in Vegas for the fight.
That's cool. I'm be in Vegas in 2 weeks.
So I'm gonna be in Vegas for the fight, and then I'm gonna leave Vegas and go straight to camp to Oxnard, man. I'm doing it that way. So be on the West Coast. But yeah, I ain't doing no See, that's more J Tuck. Vegas, California, beach, weather, drinks.
Yeah.
Philadelphia in November. That ain't even look like me, right?
J Tuck is scared to come to Philly. He's scared.
No, I don't know. I'm scared.
Me and Tuck talked about how we would do Philly. I don't know if we want to talk about that right now.
Yeah,
but if we did Philly, we're gonna do it a certain way, and it's gonna make everybody even more mad.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't ready to go to Philly. I'm just not looking forward to doing that. Like,
excited.
Y'all know I like cities that can turn into vacations, and like that's why I'm probably not going to be at the draft next year. Like Detroit, like, I'm cool, bro. I'll do it from the crib.
Is it Detroit?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna end up going because I got a homeboy that's from there, so he can show me. He can show me.
All right, y'all have fun.
Yeah. No boo to Detroit. We want to,
What up, though? You know what I'm saying? Y'all have fun. I'm gonna be right here in the live stream. So yeah, we so going back to the offensive line. So I'll start with you, Ron. Like, if everybody's healthy, what is your best five when it comes to the offensive line?
It's simple. I know the world don't like Tyron Smith anymore, but at the end of the day, he can roll out of bed and play top 10 tackle in this league. I don't care what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? So Tyron Smith, Tyler Smith, Tyler Biadasz, Zach Martin, Terrence Steele. I'm sorry, I don't know why. it's that simple. I don't want to play no games. I don't want to see what somebody, unless it's an emergency, put everybody at their best position. And until everyone gets back healthy, I'm going to just put my trust, unless he looks completely crazy at camp, and let's go. I'm going to just see it. And if he looks crazy at camp, I don't want to get my quarterback hurt, then we revisit this. But if he looks decent, let's rock. I got faith in Let's Go, though. I heard that he might be a little decent.
And so I like Let's Go coming out of college. Like I said, I don't have enough of him at the NFL level to see. So it's like when it comes to him, you got him, you have Asim Richards, you have TJ Bass, you have some of the other guys, Chima. So, it's kind of that guy. But it's like, I feel more confident in Matt Waletzko than I did in Josh Ball. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't even close.
Yeah. I feel like he's a much better player than Josh Ball was. And I'm not even talking about the off the field stuff. I think
some of it is up here though. Mentally, I feel like he's better. Because last year, the little bit of flashes we saw him before, I guess that shoulder got the best. It was a shoulder injury, right?
Yeah, it was a shoulder, in camp.
Yep.
And he had to get surgery. He was decent. I ain't saying he was a world beater or he'd be a starter, but he was decent, and that's what you want your swing tackle to be decent.
Right.
Yeah, he wasn't getting no guns pointed at him like pow pow.
Right.
Well, they was disrespect. My soul.
Bro,
under my team.
Bro, y'all remember that? Bro, y'all remember that Denver scrimmage? I was losing my mind Denver scrimmage. I'm like, bro, why are y'all just letting them punk y'all like that? And then my guy Ridgeway started throwing hands, and they kicked Ridgeway out there. I'm like, bro, at least Ridgeway is fighting back. I'm like, bro, y'all let the Broncos come out here and just do y'all dirty. I was like,
man, he hit him with the hue.
Yeah, I'm like, right. Randy Gregory was out there just running amok. I'm just like,
what's crazy? I ain't heard that name since.
Yeah, he probably gone now because they just signed Frank Clark, so I'm not sure.
Bro, I ain't heard about that's crazy how you take for granted that star.
Right.
You went to the Broncos, or you a footnote. I ain't heard about him since.
Nah, he got hurt.
He ain't got no 11 over there, bro.
Yeah.
He ain't got no 11 over there.
Yeah. 11 changed a lot, don't he?
He changed. He made 11 make everybody look good, man. You know what I'm saying? He made everybody look good.
That's why I like that jersey in the back tuck. I see you. I would have put it up back there.
Yeah. Salute to my guy Jaquez Framing on Instagram, man. So another Cowboys fan held me down, man. He's like, yo, he saw that jersey, he framed it out in California, does incredible work. Like he be doing some crazy stuff, man. But yeah, I agree with you, Rome. That would be my best five for the offensive line. I'm starting Tyron at left tackle. A lot of people have the conversation, right? It's like, you're gonna stunt Tyler Smith's growth, bro. He's young as hell. Like Tyler Smith is super young. I think he's like 22, 23 still. Like,
and he's passionate about doing what he's verbally said. I want to do whatever
helps the team win. Right.
He plays center if you ask him.
Right. So it's like, he's still young. You know what I'm saying? He's still young. He has time. Will they have Tyron in the future? No. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're perfectly fine going out there, but I just feel like if you go with Tyler at the left tackle, and then you have whoever at guard, and then you want to have Tyron at right tackle, I don't know. And I'm saying everybody's healthy. Now, here's the caveat. We got to make sure we got to understand what happens with, Terrence Steele and his recovery. But I'm playing. Oh, yeah, Tyler Smith is 21 years old. He ain't stunting no growth. Yeah, he got years upon years. Actually, Tyler Smith would be a safe jersey to buy because you're probably going to have that jersey for another 12, 15 years in Dallas.
Attitude, he's going to be a Cowboy.
Yeah, he's going to be a Cowboys for a long time.
I
might give me a Tyler Smith jersey.
Hey, you want to know something crazy? When was the last time we did a show? About 2 weeks ago or was it last week?
About 2 weeks. About 2.
2 weeks ago, we had the same discussion and we had the same line. And then on the draft show, we had the same line where best 5. Like, I don't understand. I mean, I guess I understand why it took so long. They got to kind of mix and match and see.
Yeah, I think it's just trying to see.
Yeah.
Right.
But we all know what it is, bro. We've been saying it. You know, there are people who've been fighting it, saying Tyler is just this left tackle. He's the left tackle of the future. And it's like, yeah, you can still be the left tackle of the future when Tyron is done, just like they originally planned. You know what I'm saying? Can I ask
y'all this real quick before you move on?
You go ahead.
Y'all better at this than me as far as just understanding O-line tape and stuff. Y'all watch absolutely more tape than me. When he's healthy, even mostly healthy, when the last time you just seen Tyron Smith getting beat like a drum at left tackle?
You don't, bro.
Yeah, you don't.
Don't happen.
You don't.
Even Mike will be like, yo, it ain't fun going against him.
There's only one person I've seen beat Tyron like a drum, and it was in practice. DeMarcus Ware used to tear his ass up in practice. That's about it.
Yeah, I
understand that.
That's about it.
I don't think. Yeah, because I seen.
And that was young.
I seen Zach Martin get his whooping. I mean, he got his whooping last year in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, when
I saw Tyron get beat down in 2021 versus the Niners. That was a bad game for him.
Well, that's a bad game for our entire offense.
Yeah, being hurt, but you said healthy though.
Yeah,
he was hurt. He was nicked up.
Yeah, our entire offensive line guys, they got their butts with versus the 49ers, especially in that playoff game.
You're not gonna just get around Tyron. He's too good on the left.
Right.
It's almost subconscious. You're not just beating him like a drum.
Right. You're gonna get a hold. You're gonna get, you know what I'm saying, every now and then.
Don't let him get his paws on you.
But just like, yeah, he's a technician.
That's it. When he get his paws on you, it's a wrap, dog. Yeah. I heard he makes some grown man cry with that damn handshake. That's what I heard.
Yeah, and I tell you, I've been around a lot of Cowboys, players, in and out, at the hotels. The one guy, he's a straight business. He don't talk, he don't smile, he don't stop for nothing. Like I saw Tyron Smith at the Pro Bowl the year right before the pandemic happened. Bunch of kids, Mr. Smith, don't speak. You know what I'm saying? You ever watch Friday Night Lights and like Preacher Man? Like that's Tyron Smith. He don't say nothing to nobody. When you hear him talk, you're like, oh damn, that's what he sound like. Like he don't say nothing. He just straight business, man. So
he said that he did, like when he came back. What was the little story they said when he came back? They was like, you straight? And all he did was like,
yeah.
Like he just about his.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You ain't, I mean,
he's like football Karl Malone, bro.
Yeah. How many times?
Karl Malone used to be like that.
Karl Malone a little wild. So
hold on.
On the court.
Well, let me ask you, like, because when's the last time have y'all turned on DallasCowboys.com on YouTube and saw Tyler Smith interview or just,
You don't.
No, you don't see. I mean, Tyron Smith. Yeah, you don't see Tyron.
No, but the best thing is,
yeah,
he's earned such a respect. No one questions it. They don't look at it like they looked at what's my man name?
Here we got Isha. Isha, how many times have you heard Tyron Smith since he's been working with the Cowboys?
Facts. What's my man name from Seattle that play that they got mad at because he didn't talk?
Beast Mode.
Beast Mode, but ain't nobody gonna say nothing to Tyron Smith. Yeah. He don't gotta talk. He can just leave.
No interview.
Tyron Smith, like y'all ever watch Police Academy?
Yeah.
Y'all he like the black officer. He's like,
yeah.
Let him be. Well, look, do he do his job though? That's why nobody say
nothing. That's
it. Yeah.
That's it.
I ain't seen no Tyron Smith quotes in no articles, no nothing, bro. You ain't getting nothing from Tyron. So,
but I would love all these people that want to throw him in the trash. I'm just challenge you, and look, I'm about to sound like I've been around y'all too long. I'm about to say, challenge you to show me, just put the tape. Show me the tape of him getting beat like a drum. Mm-hmm. You can show me clips of him being injured.
Right.
Like when he's on the ground, he tore his hamstring. Okay. Right. And if that's your argument, have your cornball childish argument. But you can't show me film of like, oh, the injuries have caught up to him.
Right.
And he can't do his job. No, when he's on the field.
Hell, even that right tackle last year. Right. Even that right tackle last year when he was, you know what I'm saying, it's spelling. We were just used to seeing how dominant he was at left, but right, there were some plays that he got, it wasn't his best, but he didn't just get downright whooped.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
He wasn't left tackle Tyron Smith at right tackle, so that's why I'm saying I would rather have full just left tackle Tyron Smith versus a right tackle. So
I never got to see Tyron next to Tyler.
Right. Yeah.
And I see that once. It might be crazy.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
That left side.
I mean, just to have that strength, you know what I'm saying, over the side, on the left side.
Please do that for like a game.
Right, and not yeah, that's a hell of a good point, because not only just from the physical aspect, just from the mental aspect, you know what I'm saying, like you and Tyler and Tyron left side, like that helps shore things up, and then you get Zach and Terrence on the right side, like we're good to go. Yeah, that's my best five, man. I ain't doing all this.
Domino effect. I'm about to sound like a fake Duke Manyweather. Then the combo blocks that come next to Tyler Biadasz,
right?
Because the combo blocks ain't the same when it's Connor McGovern. No slide to him,
right?
But Tyler Biadasz gets the combo block with either Zach Martin or Tyler Smith. Tyler Biadasz is like, can y'all stop playing with my career? Them combo blocks is crazy.
So Aisha just said she said Tyron Smith is actually really funny. Yeah, but you don't say nothing, man.
She blessed enough. You blessed enough to.
Yeah, she probably do all the talking. Yeah, he probably just nod or something. She probably just be geeking. I know Aisha.
Yeah. You better not record, Tyron. And these jokes is for you. These jokes ain't for the world. These jokes is for y'all.
Right.
Put your phone down.
The Smith Bros. Yeah, I like it, man. That's a good point. We never got to see Tyron and Tyler next. Give me a little bit of that.
I might take that. Camp. Oh, yeah. You want to talk about depressed? When he went down and then Dak went down, I was like, oh, yeah.
I was like, here we go. Here we go. You know what I'm saying? Because that was, that clip when he went down to camp.
Cooper Rush's props.
Right.
Because you want to talk about someone that held it down. I don't care what nobody say.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, not even Cooper Rush only. I mean, Noah Brown helped us in some of them Cooper Rush games too.
The defense.
You know what I'm saying? And
the defense and our punter too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we pinned a lot of teams during that time. You know what I'm saying?
Because the world wanted to bury us. That's why I love that
part. And Brett Maher too. Brett Maher held us down, bro.
So let's talk about that, bro. I'm bringing Maher back, bro. Like, y'all remember in that clip from Sounds from the Sideline when CD told Maher, he's like, bro, you've been saving us all year. We got you. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, Brett Maher saved us a lot of games last year.
What's his name?
I don't know, bro. I was
kicking. Go get me, Brett. Go bring my kicker back.
At least let him. This is crazy. At least let him come back and compete. Huh? At least let him come back and compete for the job. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he gets beat out, he gets beat out. But he shouldn't just be sitting at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, you playing with hot fire, bro. Because if we don't have a kicker,
and Brett can hit you a light 60.
Right.
A light stick off the humble.
Right.
Anyway, I want Brett back. I'm with Tuck. I'm team Brett.
Yeah.
It's funny because I could pull a video from last year. I'm like, man, we didn't sign some damn Brett Maher, and the competition is trash, and they bringing in Brett. But now I'm like, bring his ass back.
Right. Or bring him somebody. Back. Yeah, I'm bringing him back, bro. I'm bringing him back. Brett. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, at least let him compete. If you get him out in camp and he's trash again, all right, you can move on. But I'm not going with this kid. You know what I'm saying? And like. And nah.
Yeah, because whenever you see it be like he went 6 for 15.
right. Went 6 for 15 from 50, and then went
short yard. He missed
like 30. Nah, bro. I ain't doing that, bro. Nah, hell nah. So we all in line with the best five. So talking about the wide receivers, Aisha asked about this as well. So we talked about Jalen Tolbert. He's starting to evolve. Game is more simpler. We all said that last year, like, yo, why not get him involved? But it seems like he's getting off to a good start at minicamp. But Brandon Cooks, the Archer, man, he's starting to set things on fire a little bit. So DMV, man, what's your thoughts about Brandon Cooks and the impact that he's going to have on this offense?
Yeah, so I had the luxury of breaking him down too. The vertical threat, the ability to, get him the ball too quick, like the little pitter patter of little feet, bro. Mm-hmm. You know how other teams would get us with that, these little mice running around.
Right, yeah.
Like he's not necessarily a mouse, but he is somebody that's going to run by you if you don't respect him. We have not had that, you know what I'm saying? And the closest thing we probably had to that is T.Y. Hilton on 3rd and 30.
Mm-hmm. And look what he did.
Drum roll, please.
Right.
Drum roll, please.
Why you keep bringing up one game? What did you do after that? It was just
it was glorious.
Yeah. It was hella glorious. They don't want to talk about that game though.
Yeah, but the point is that you add that is something you have to worry about next to CeeDee Lamb. So the things that you're able to do with that, and on top of that, like Cooks does add something to this offense, but I've been hearing some things about Michael Gallup, and I hear he's back, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I hear he is back, and I believe it. This will probably be the healthiest offseason that he's had.
Knock on wood, man. Hey, man, y'all.
Hold
on, man.
No, I said it's the healthiest offseason. I didn't say healthiest season. I said offseason. Yeah, every other offseason he's had to go under a knife or some type of rehab.
Yeah,
or something
I
like
see what
that.
you say. Okay,
it's the same with our quarterback.
Right.
We can touch on that another time.
Right.
Yeah. So I hear he's able to jump up, but the impact you ask is that makes a guy like him now. It makes him better.
Mm-hmm.
It makes CD not have to see so many double teams and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we don't have to send CD in the slot and all of that type of stuff. We don't have to. I like force feeding CD.
Right.
I didn't have a problem with it, but now maybe we can add a little bit more flavor to what CD does because everything was straight ahead. My guy CFT said, "Damn, he got releases that I ain't even seen before." Now you're gonna start seeing that stuff.
I be tripping when I watch CD's training videos because I don't train for receiver, so I watch for regular football. He be thinking he got a basketball in his hand. He be doing other stuff on his release.
Right.
And I'm like, that ain't normal. And people come in the comments like, I see that every week.
Well,
I'm sorry, I guess you train receivers.
That's just the diamond stuff.
No, but the thing about Dallas, though, like you said it, we watch a lot of film. Hey, Tuck, I'm going to ask you a question. How many times you seen our receivers do any releases? They all straight.
They all tight releases.
In the stem.
Yeah.
They
all
tight
tight
all
releases.
Stay in the stem. Yep.
Right.
Absolutely.
Which is why, like, when I'm doing draft coverage and I come across a player like, besides Amari Cooper, right? Amari Cooper wasn't a tight, like he had.
Amari Cooper is
he had a full stem, but it's like, it's all tight releases when it comes to a lot of our wide receivers, and so once you're able to add that up a little bit, just to kind of have that left right, that bend, you know what I'm saying? It gets your defender off motion, you know what I'm saying, off balance, where you can, do a lot of different things and create separation, because that's what really hurt us last year, y'all. I don't think Cowboys fans really understand that lack of separation. It was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it changes things. It'll be all, and here's the crazy part, right? People talk about Dak Prescott and the interceptions, right? We had wide receivers who couldn't separate. Well, if you go back to Dak's other worst season that he pretty much had when we moved on from Dez and we had Allen Hurns and, all them guys out there, we had wide receivers who couldn't separate. So we had to go make a trade and get a wide receiver who can separate. So it's just like, I just don't understand why people just think that Dak can toss in the tight windows with wide receivers that can't separate and there's not going to be a possible negative, impact from that. So it's like, it just comes with the territory, but I feel like adding Brandon Cooks back, CeeDee Lamb, a healthy Michael Gallup, and if you have Jalen Tolbert really turn up and go to that next level, hit that next gear, I think things are going to be different with their offense as far as the wide receiver core is concerned.
I agree.
Yeah.
I just think the biggest thing, I think, like to your point, with the changes with the wide receiver room is a respect factor.
Yeah.
A lot of games people would just go into defending us like, I know what they're gonna do,
right.
And if we could take CeeDee Lamb away,
mm-hmm.
What is they really gonna do?
Right.
Because Dalton Schultz is 5 yards and then 10 yards and then, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't respect Noah Brown. I don't respect Dennis Houston. I don't respect, like, not to be funny, they probably didn't respect T.Y. Hilton, which is why they got caught slipping.
Right.
So the other day, just to hear, and I know everybody's gonna tell me I'm Kool-Aid man, I'm stirring, I'm getting hyped. To hear them say, nah, that's speed different.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't used to that.
Right.
And everyone said it.
Right.
If it was easy as everyone would say that no matter what, I would have heard speed quotes last year.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't hear that.
Right.
I heard that, well, Dennis Houston is where he's supposed to be. That's definitely a different quote than, that speed that Brandon Cooks brings is different. And the fact that you got to respect it, it's just totally different. They gotta respect it.
Well, remember our speed guy, quote unquote, was supposed to be James Washington. That's my guy, Law Nation.
He's stretching that out.
Yeah, I'm saying James Washington.
Look
to my guy, Law Nation, man. 100K, man. 100K Law.
100K. Do that too.
But yeah, man. So but we just didn't have it. And like you said, Ron, bro, if I'm out there, hell, just from me playing Madden once again, people knew I'm going to CD because they didn't care if I had Michael Gallup over there who was probably like a 83. You know what I'm saying? Like they wasn't pressed. So it's like having Cooks out there, having a healthy Michael Gallup, if they are really going to get Turpin involved, because I feel like Turpin can definitely add a wrinkle to our offense. Like, you get guys in space, you get speedsters, you get Tony Pollard the ball in his hands, and you let them use their God-given ability. And that was just something that I was gonna call him Kelvin Joseph because I have him next up. But Kellen Moore just failed to do last year. It's just like, get our players the ball, get them in space, and get them in motion.
That's why, look, I'm not. I'll do Joe Castro a little favor.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all better get some better safeties.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, the safety room, I peeped it.
Right.
I seen Edmonds and Blanken, whatever.
They ain't got it.
This ain't what you want. You let Cooks run up that seam if you want to,
right?
And think that Reed Blankenship is about to turn and run with Cooks, and you're gonna watch 7 after 7 get scored on you.
Right.
I'm telling you right now.
So to my guy Elton Costa in the building, man. He gonna be out there in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No, what, man?
He'll have a silk shirt on. Hey, dog, you ever seen him dress up for a fight?
Nah.
He'll have a silk shirt on.
He gonna have a
shirt open.
Oh, okay. He got a chest out.
Taco meat out when you out.
Especially in fight night in Vegas, you gotta stun a little bit.
You got a third button, DMV. You got right here.
You gotta stun a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? Vegas fight night, you gotta bring out all the drip, man. But no, I might cook my guy Elton, man. He want this Kanye versus Jay-Z versus me. I might do a pull up on him. You know what I'm saying?
Who got Ye? Who got Ye?
I got Kanye, bro.
Oh, you gonna lose?
Lose to who?
I'm gonna derail the strip. We gonna talk after this.
Nah, bro.
Man, Kanye got some.
They do got some heat.
Yeah, because I told him he gotta give me producing credits too.
You give me Jay-Z catalog though.
Bro, what can he play? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro. It's levels, bro.
Dog, that Jesus Walks joint is gonna beat every.
Bro, and then I'm gonna mess around. Then I'm gonna be a jerk. Be a jerk and just play H to the Izzo on you because Kanye produced that whole record. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but Ye at some point got to rap.
I mean, he got the raps too. I mean,
and the bars ain't. Just the same way you say that, like some of them beats.
So this is what me, Rome, and DMV do on the phone all day. We're not gonna lie.
Yo, it's a treat right here.
We forgot we live. We saw we was on the phone.
I was about to forget. I'm about to get my phone out and get a copyright strike. Hold on. We gonna play something.
Yes. So this is what our conversations sound like every day, man, when we talking behind the scenes, man. But anyway, we only smoke.
I'm just saying it ain't that easy. It ain't that easy to just beat Ye. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
it ain't.
No, why you think they're the throne?
See, like Professor O says, Mercy, Lamborghini, man.
They know each other's bag. That's why they rock with each other. But
it's a wrap.
Hear that diamonds are forever.
It's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap. Kelvin Joseph, Mike McCarthy said that he's having his best, camp thus far. He's put together a lot of consecutive days. I think he had an injury, but he's playing a lot better inside, playing the nickel. So, Rome, I'm kicking to you. Do you think that Kelvin Joseph has a chance to salvage his career in Dallas? Or do you think that, because you're hearing a lot of things about Eric Scott Jr., you know what I'm saying? So here's another young cornerback is starting to make some waves. Do you think that we're going to look up and Kelvin Joseph's going to make this roster, or what do you think is going to be the plan for Kelvin Joseph?
Let me make a statement. I'm a retired president of the Kelvin Joseph fan club. I used to beat the drum. Tuck used to talk me up the ledge. I used to get back on it, hype. So I'll say this. Athletic-wise and talent-wise, Kelvin Joseph got it all. He can play the position physically. His mental just ain't been right. Whether it's been the stupid stuff off the field or just being cocky enough to feel like I could just turn it on when I want and not realizing this is the league. This ain't Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? I feel like being humbled and watching so many people step past you to the point where fans is bragging about Eric Scott Jr., as you said, already. And you like, hey, man, that was a second-round pick. Hopefully that's a good culmination and he'll finally take things seriously. And I feel like he can excel. Because I feel like he has the talent, but you got to allow coaching. You got to be open to coaching. You can't just be like, but I'm Kelvin Joseph. And I feel like that's what he's been doing the first couple years. But I'm Kelvin Joseph. You know what I'm saying? You can go through the motions of practice and then get on the field. But when you really start to your football mortality flashes before your eyes, like yo, you probably could get cut.
Right.
If you not on your stuff, it'll be different. The only thing that might save him is the fact that Jordan Lewis ain't right.
Right.
He might start off on pup.
Right. That's the only thing that I'm thinking that keeps him afloat.
That's a nugget that caught me off guard too. Him starting off on pup.
Yeah. It's just like, so it's like, because here's how I'm looking at it. And I think we talked about this on the last show, right? You got Deron Bland, you got Diggs, you got Gilmore, who we spoke about. That's 3. They traded up to get Eric Scott Jr., so he's going to be on the roster. That's 4. You're going to keep C.J. Goodwin. That's 5.
I'm counting Izzy. I don't care much.
Well, I was gonna say, so that's 5, right? Then if you keep Jordan Lewis and he's healthy, right? That's 6. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be like,
no, Pup is gonna save Joseph for the year start. But Pup might not save you if you don't show nothing.
Well, that ain't necessarily true, because here's a guy that can have a good camp who did work with the ones a little bit. Nashawn Wright.
Right, Nashawn Wright. So you got Nashawn Wright.
You're right.
Right.
They're competing.
Right. Yeah,
and I love that he's the flip side of Joseph. He don't quite necessarily have the natural talent. He got all the mindset and the work ethic.
Right. Yeah, it's the complete opposite. Right.
If you put his mind in Kelvin Joseph's mind, we might have a starter.
And this is the part that hurts Kelvin Joseph, is the fact that Izzy can play the nickel. So it's like Deron Bland can play both too.
Right.
So they don't necessarily got to keep you because you're jumping in and playing the nickel.
Right.
Like if Nashawn Wright is playing well, they can keep him.
Right.
Yeah.
So like my guy O just says, he says, where'd he go? He said, where'd he go? He says, keep in mind that the training camp pump isn't a big deal. You can be activated anytime until the season starts. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so he's gonna be on pup for training camp. So if he's healthy by, week 1, I know some Cowboys fans are moving on from Jordan Lewis. I'm gonna drop a video tomorrow on Jordan Lewis, but
we ain't got that
So I'm saying, bro, I'm not playing with Jordan Lewis like that. So if he's healthy, he's on the roster, and that's what started.
I want everybody to know this: when Jordan Lewis is healthy, as great as Bland played last year, it ain't that simple to just say Bland taking his job. Jordan Lewis can play.
Right.
He can play. He ain't like a slouch where you like, we should have been moved on. Like, let's not trip like he wasn't playing phenomenal football before he got hurt.
Yeah, and see, Elton just brought up something, and a lot of Cowboys fans bring this up when it comes to Kelvin Joseph. Special teams will save Kelvin Joseph. We got to understand now, with that new special teams rule, it ain't going to be too many kick return. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be like, I don't know, man. Like,
if Godwin went a Goodwin, I'm a fuck. If he wasn't on this team, maybe I'm like, oh, he about to take Goodwin's spot. But Goodwin just, he grandfathered in.
Right. Right. He's not going nowhere. So that's a seat. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, with the new rules, special teams rule, I feel like if Kelvin Joseph is really going to have a chance, it's going to be like he's out there just causing havoc at camp. But he gets off to a shaky start, or his preseason isn't good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that he was our second round
gunner. I just thought about that.
I don't think that's going to be enough to save him anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they'll be able to cut ties, maybe move on. So
look, Tuck, if he has a phenomenal camp, we can revisit it.
Right.
But he's at the you got to show me stage.
But even if, let's say for instance he's out there just dog walking like Kelvin Joseph or just tearing up camp. All right, congratulations, you might be cornerback 4. You know what I'm saying? Like unless there's an injury, I don't see where he's going.
But I'm saying that might save him from getting cut.
Right.
But
he got to have a camp like that to not get cut, probably.
But I want to bring something up to y'all, because the roster is going to get tight. And we got a situation where we got a lot of tight ends on that side, and some of them do play special teams as well.
Right.
So that could play into the factor of how many corners we keep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Important, though. They ain't gonna go light on corner.
I don't know.
The fact that Izzy can kind of do both.
They'll put McEwen on practice squad before they go light on corner. You need corner. This league is too much of a passing league. You can't go light on corner.
Right.
But I feel like at safety, that might be the position that, we're too deep at it, but we're not as deep as we are like anything else. So maybe that is why we keep. Huh?
We're going to carry 5 safeties.
Who the 5?
I don't think you're going to put Bell back on practice squad. I feel like he's going to be on the roster.
Hell no, he's going to make the team.
Yeah.
Because he's going to have to be your backup center fielder.
Is he position flex? So he's a safety. He's a DB, basically.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So you count Izzy as a safety then?
As a safety.
Eric Scott Jr. But like this, the battle. I'm telling y'all right now. I feel like it is. The battle is not Eric Scott Jr. He's safe by just being drafted.
Right.
It's Kelvin Joseph versus Deshaun Wright. They need to just go on and battle it out.
Yeah.
Somebody go home.
Yeah, I feel like this is like, we watched The Dark Knight when the Joker walked in and broke the pool stick and tossed him on the floor. I feel like that's what, Deshaun Wright and Kelvin Joseph's like, all right.
And I won't be surprised, like y'all said, if Deshaun is like, all right, then I'm gonna see you.
Right. But I mean, because Deshaun has, he did have the thing in for the the Denver game where he had the special teams kind of when he touched the ball or whatnot. But it's like you said, Rome, Deshaun is a guy that I trust that he's gonna give max effort. You know what I'm saying? Like
he was playing well when they let him play corner too. Right. I don't know why they actually pulled him.
But here's also the thing though, is like you think about what happened in the playoffs. They went with Izri McCormu at corner in the playoffs over Kelvin Joseph. You know what I'm saying? So that already kind of lets you know that
he was all right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like
he was damn near flawless playing that.
Yeah,
that's my point.
So it's just gonna be like, all right, bro. So where I don't know. So I feel like it's gonna be an uphill battle for Kelvin Joseph.
They say he was with the safeties a little bit, so maybe they'll trade. Hey man, I'm gonna go ahead and be the depth. It's safety.
I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be interesting kind of see what happens. Now, DMV, I know you've been going out on Twitter with this whole situation, so I want to talk about the running back room. So, we have Tony Pollard. I just dropped the film session on Malik Davis today, who I'm excited about. Deuce. Oh yeah, man. I like Malik. Like this. It wasn't this time last year, but when we cut Malik, man, I was raging. They're like, Tuck, calm down. Every year there's a player that Cowboys fans get upset about. I was like, no, I don't want to hear none of that, bro. Like we shouldn't cut Malik. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Malik earned it. You know what I'm saying? So, but you have Deuce Vaughn, also, Ronald Jones. So, as far as the running back room as it currently is, DMV, like, what is your thoughts? Do you feel like we have more than enough? Or do you still feel like we still need to kind of pursue other opportunities?
I don't think we have more than enough. I think we have enough, and I think it needs to play itself out. Okay. So here's the thing about having a Zeke. A guy like Malik Davis and Rico, those guys will get all of the training camp reps and stuff, and they'll look good, but they had no shot at really having an impact on this roster.
Right.
So now you'll see guys really kind of fight it out a little bit more. Tony obviously is running back 1 right now, right?
Right.
So running back 2 is up for grabs, and those guys are going to fight it out. And we don't know who's going to do what. We have an idea. Like Hunter Lepke has a role. He has a lane.
Yeah, he has a job.
That's going to make the roster. You know what I'm saying? But I think Deuce Vaughn is going to make the roster as well, because I think that he has a skill set that we just need in the offense where in the passing game, short passing game and stuff like that, the West Coast, it's just very friendly to that. Rojo and Malik, though, they're going to have to fight it out. That's why I think your fight happens. I think, and Rico, too, because I don't want to count Rico out, because Rico puts together some great camps. So, you said what?
Don't Rico be getting hurt?
He do.
Yeah.
He do.
Like, I'm just saying. No, wait. I'm just saying. He be getting
but still though, but he get hurt. But at the same time though, he's gonna get his snaps, and it's all about getting the best guy out there. So I don't want to shortchange Rico.
I ain't gonna hate on him.
And for some odd reason, they keep bringing him back, don't they?
Right.
I mean, it's something that they like about him, because they don't have to bring him back. They want to see who's creme de la creme, and if somebody rises, and if they don't feel comfortable with it, your boy gonna come back wearing the 1-5 and then play games with you.
That'd be so hard. That'd be so hard, bro, if he came back, man, wearing that 15, man. But I'm giving up on. I gave up on the idea, man, because I just don't think they gonna spend the money. And I've been talking to a few people, and it doesn't sound like it's gonna happen. But I would be all for it. You know what I'm saying?
It's a prideful thing. I don't think he want to take. He's not gonna come here making that little. It's
I mean, one, he's not gonna make that little, and it's gonna be hard for him to take a backup role to Tony Pollard. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they want him to be like a backup to Deuce.
It'd be like, you know what I'm saying, like that. I mean, it's just, it just doesn't. It would damn near be disrespectful to Zeke. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Zeke should just chill. He should just chill. Go to Cabo. Start of the season. Somebody gonna need a running back week 9 or something like that.
Yeah,
you're right. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Kind of pull like that old Dale Beckham, you know what I'm saying, when people got get desperate a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like,
can I say something to what DMV said in our little chat earlier though?
What's up?
I've been beating this drum for a couple weeks.
Well, you want to talk about? Okay, go ahead.
We're gonna carry 4 running backs this year.
Okay.
And usually we don't do that, but I feel like we're gonna carry 4. And I was saying we were gonna carry 4 because of possibly Zeke coming back. But I don't feel like it's gonna be that though. I really feel like it's going to be Tony, Rojo, Deuce, and the 4th running back ain't gonna be. It's gonna be the hot button topic. Tuck, you already know who it is. Someone that it's kind of like position flex, but I feel like that's gonna be our 4. Because the 4th would have been. I wouldn't be shocked if we re-sign Zeke, but I don't. You're right. The way it's unfolding, I don't see it anymore. And I really do feel like you can use Hunter, Lukey, if I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
In very unique ways. He's a football player more so than just saying he's a running back or a fullback. Right. He's a football player. He does. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Jack of all trades. And I feel like you can use him if you do it smartly. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like Deuce, Rojo, and Pollard, of course, might be like.
So y'all just think my guy Malik Davis gonna get pushed out.
I'm about to say Rojo better play some specials because Malik.
The battle is Rojo and Malik though. You're right. It's more Rojo and Malik. But I'll say this though. I'll say this, Duck. 2 words. Training camp. This the one. The position battle is real. Training camp. We will know everything we need to know. Because outside of Tony Pollard, who's gonna probably be sitting in a beach chair with a hat on,
right? Who's with the ones? Who's with the ones?
But they about to get it popping. Like that, you talking about a battle we got to keep an eye on.
Right.
It's gonna be because this ain't like a battle for like between Tolbert and Simi. Whereas like I mean, whoever win it still ain't about to get no run. Like,
I don't know why that just made me laugh.
You're not about to get no run. You still gonna be the 4th receiver. Like this battle is serious. The second running back gonna get real play.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is real battle.
Right. It's a real job because one, you're not going to run Tony Pollard into the ground over 17 games. So it's like whoever's going to be RB2, I don't know. I feel like
got your money on.
It's got to be somebody that can get a rhythm if Tony don't have a rhythm because see, this is the one thing that I'll be wanting to tell Cowboys fans. I've been wanting to tell y'all all day. When Tony doesn't have a rhythm and he's off, he has an off day. And that's where Zeke came in and saved us even quite a bit last year. You know what I'm saying? Because there'll be a time where Tony will give you 8 carries for like 12 yards.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You need that other person to come in and be able to get a rhythm and then it's like, oh, okay. Go ahead.
Who's your all your chips? Y'all talking Vegas, all your chips.
All right. Let's Vegas this thing. Let's Vegas this thing.
Who is your running back 2? This is completely a guess, so you can't do the I want to see. Of course we got to see, but
I think it's Malik Davis.
Okay.
Malik Davis.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm pushing my chips on Malik.
I'm gonna be super homer guy. I'm going Deuce Vaughn.
No, well, you know what?
I'm going Deuce Vaughn. I feel like he's gonna flash in camp because he's so unique and frustrating. I'm going Deuce Vaughn.
It's kind of weird though because it's like I know he's gonna get snaps, right?
Right.
I just don't know. It's like the person that I compare him to is like Kevin Falk in New England, right? All of a sudden, like Kevin Falk would just 3rd and 5s, 3rd and 3s. You know what I'm saying? Like he got about 5-6 touches, but you wouldn't consider him a running back too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He just played. You know what I'm saying? I think that's gonna be Deuce. But I don't know if he is not getting going, that they just line him up and just start handing him the football. You know
I think Malik is capable, but like I'm just saying, this is for this exercise.
Yes.
I'm pushing my chips in on Deuce. It don't mean that Malik ain't gonna be. It ain't gonna be a 3-headed monster. It ain't that. I just wanted us to pick one for the sake of picking one. That's all.
Yeah, I'm going with Malik. I'm going with Malik, man. I'm putting my chips on Malik because I feel like Malik.
Yo, would he flash though a couple times?
Yeah, well, Malik was flashing in preseason as well, and like I said in the film breakdown, if y'all haven't saw, it was like the Green Bay game, also the Tennessee Titans game. Like he just needed some more opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Because coming out of Florida, like he was a dynamic running back, and that's why I kind of went back in the film and went back to college.
Why didn't they give him the ball in that Niners game? Like not one carry?
Bruh,
I mean, they told you, and it makes sense because it makes sense. Yeah, I feel you. No, in the Green Bay game, I'll ask you why they stopped giving him the ball in the Green Bay game. Tuck just did a breakdown, and you just see Malik gashing them, and they stopped giving him the ball in that game.
Right. And I feel like Malik would have gave us that opportunity. Okay, boom, Tony Pollard goes down. We know what Zeke is because love Zeke. I mean, you see the. I got these for sale on $21, by the way, because I got to get rid of them. CFOsportstalk.com. But I was like, when it comes to Zeke, you don't have the threat of Zeke breaking anything. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't really a game changer. But when it came to Malik, like that could have been the one wrinkle where, hey, we ain't got much film on this guy. He's charged up. It's playoff game. Let's give him his opportunity. And I felt like Malik would have came through for us. But Kellen said, go 5 wide.
I can't. I'm so happy that's gone.
Let's go.
We ain't gonna do it.
Going 5 wide.
But I think it was Skip. I think it was Skip Pete. It sounded like it was Skip Pete that made that call. And whoever agreed with that shit needed to be out the building too.
Yeah.
But look,
I think that they
I
are.
could be wrong. Look, like you said, they can carry one less tight end. You can still carry 4 running backs. You can still carry Malik.
Because
everybody, and we can keep a tight end, McEwen, or somebody can go to the practice spot.
Well, here's the thing.
Because Lipke is more can do the H-back role.
Because Lipke's kind of your fullback, running back, tight end. So he's kind of your utility. That's why y'all saw me in the argument I was having on Twitter. I'm like, bro, he's just not a fullback. Like, he does a lot of different things, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they had him flexed out wide.
Man.
You know.
Show the film.
The film, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, you about to put that on the shirt?
Just watch the film, and that's why. And here, like, not to, you know what I'm saying, to break the
with
conversation.
The shock face on, like,
oh my God! What are you saying?
Who you talking to?
Hunter Lemke played versus Division I schools.
Ain't no slight. You know that's my dog.
I love Joe, but you know I make fun of them. If I didn't like Joe, man, he'd be a Photoshop easy target. I could, you know, say all that open mouth. But like,
that's my guy.
Yeah, but I was just like, you know, Lipke did a lot of different things in that offense. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't just a fullback. That's just the name that when you go to ESPN.com, it listed as a fullback. So people are like, I don't want a fullback. Like, no, he played pretty much tight end, running back, fullback.
Well, he probably played linebacker.
He flexed out.
The way
he probably could. So it's like, and here's what people don't understand. Like, you get to the NFL, you put on size, you put on weight. Like, he can get stronger, he can get bigger. So I think that he's going to get a lot of opportunity because, like I said, they put an extra little money in the bag to bring him to Dallas. And when I broke down the video on him, Brian Schottenheimer says we traditionally like to have a fullback in our offense.
Look,
so
what was it? Kuhn? What was the guy he used to keep? You
know,
John Kuhn. Like a good fullback.
Right.
He used to be like, hey, dog, Green Bay racist ass used to be like, cool.
You know what's funny though? Nope. You almost got me, DB. Nope. I ain't gonna do it. I almost fell into it. I know Zeke somewhere mad like, oh, y'all about to be running with a fullback because Tony Pollard with an extra little block.
Right.
Might be something special.
Right.
Hey, but y'all ain't mentioned the best part about this though, like getting Schoon, because Schoon could do that a little bit too.
Mm-hmm.
And bringing him in. No more wasting linemen as fullbacks. In the backfield.
Hallelujah, man.
Yeah,
bro, I hated that Hawk package with a passion, bro. I hated that.
Me too.
Hawk package. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, bro, you got Conor McGovern lined up in the backfield. Ooh,
you know what's coming.
Yeah, because he's not a passing threat. Like. It looked cute.
You saw the Niners game. He was out there in the Niners game. He was like,
okay.
With the big ass lineman gloves on, like.
I know D'Amico Ryan's probably like, bro, what? Like, bro, you really assault my intelligence.
On the hook pattern.
Oh yeah, I got.
Hey, he ran a hook.
I got some. He ain't
never seen it.
His hands like this. I said, oh, he thought he was getting the ball.
Yeah, bro. I got something. Kellen said, I got something he ain't seen. Like, bro, we not. I'm
gonna put Zeke at center. I got.
So we talked about kicker, right? We all bringing Maher back. Speaking of tight end, so Luke in a boot. You know what I'm saying? Like a rhyme. You know what I'm saying? Let's get my hove on. Luke in a boot. So are y'all concerned about him and his injury history? Because he had the neck, 25 years old. He's in a boot. They said it's nothing serious. He should be ready for camp. But what is y'all thoughts when it comes to Luke Schoonmaker as tight end 1? tight end 1, I guess,
I
in
put the
Dallas.
Kool-Aid down. Yes.
You nervous?
Yes, I'm concerned.
Okay.
I don't like it. I don't. I hope that he. What does Shannon Sharp say? And I don't usually quote Shannon Sharp. You limp into the season, you might limp out of it. Like I don't like it. He's too young. He nicked up, and the only thing that make me sleep good at night is because I ain't looking at him like tight end 1 anyway.
Right.
We're Ferg again.
Right. Yeah.
We're Ferg.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If we ain't have Ferg, if it was like he is like if we ain't have Ferg and if Schultz was gone and we just was like he got to be our tight end 1, I would be sweating bullets. But I got faith in Ferg, and Hendershot just need to stop letting passes bounce off his hands.
Right.
Heard about that in camp too. But other than that, Schoon can mess around and be tight end 3 for all I care. Get out the boot.
Yeah. I mean, he's out here. I think he was out the boot today. You know what I'm saying? Oh, does he have a new shoulder issue too? Nah, bro. Come on, man. Yeah, come on, come on, don't do that.
Jumped at the practice.
What are you doing, bro? Like, you need to come to my chiropractor. Like Luke's injuries feel like me, bro. Like the other day, I messed up my shoulder. Well, I messed up my wrist because y'all know I'm boxing training, so my wrist had me out for 2 weeks. Got my wrist happy. Then I pulled strained my calf, so I couldn't run no more. Couldn't strain my calf. Then I took my back.
I saw the cardio story too. Your trainer tried to break.
Bro, my trainer tried to break me yesterday, bro. Like he tried to
make you quit, dog.
He tried to make me quit. It's exactly what he did. Because normally I kind of know the rhythm of our training sessions. And then yesterday it was like, all right, give me 2 miles. I was like, all right, well, this is kind of new. So he's had me running around the
Mayweather gym, bro. You're in the Mayweather gym. You're gonna be in the doghouse next, bro.
And so he had me running around the gym, right? And he's like, all right. And I started to grab my gloves. Like, no, we're not putting the gloves on yet. So then he had me doing stations where I was doing like agility ladders, and I was doing like squats and burpees and Mike Tyson push. This was for a whole hour. This was for a whole hour. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like dying. So the hour goes through. I'm just like, all right, we cool. He's like, all right, put the gloves on. Let's get to work. I'm just like, bro, like, and then every time I would drop my hands, he would just slap me in the face, like, bro. So he's like, you gonna quit? You gonna quit? I'm like, I mean, I kind of want to, but like, yeah, I mean, if I quit, yeah, so I'm saying we gonna really fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it was just all about him trying to break me. But yeah, man, so I had wrist injury, calf injury, back injury. I'm like, man, Luke's starting to sound like me, man.
Luke, man, look, that's why something that I go off the gut. My gut is like, that ain't right. Why is he already nicked up?
Yeah.
And then hearing about the shoulder, ain't making my night better.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be one of those things. But if there is an injury that kind of happens with them, I think a lot of Cowboys fans are gonna be like, I told you. But
Ferguson gonna keep that job.
Yeah, I keep telling people, man, because like I said, I broke down the Malik Davis video, man. Ferguson was out there working in the blocking game. Like, people don't understand that Ferguson was a blocking tight end at Wisconsin. He's Big Ten, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's cut from that same cloth, and he's already been accustomed to our offense. And it's like, I feel like, I know there's conversations that, hey, Luke Schoonmaker is going to be the tight end 1. He's going to replace Ferguson. If I had to think, just put my football hat on, I think we're going to do more 12 personnel like me and you, DMV, talked about. And he might be the Hendershot guy, you know what I'm saying, to make our 12 personnel better. But I feel perfectly fine.
But then we got Henny. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
he got McEwen. You know what I'm saying? Or, I heard some good things about the Princeton Fant kid too.
Right. Yeah. I mean, so Princeton Fant, he's another Swiss Army knife. You know what I'm saying? He can play a little running back, wide receiver, tight end, like, you know what I'm saying? So he can do a lot of different things. And so, he has that versatility. So it's like, that's why, y'all, like I said, if y'all follow me close enough in draft content, y'all know if there was a tight end to really go get, I would have been loud enough to go get him. But I was just like, I was cool in the tight end position. You know what I'm saying? I was actually really cool on it until everybody else started making noise. And I was like, well, let me go ahead and jump in the party. So, yeah, but we'll see. But I think Luke is talented. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely going to add value to our offense, but the age, the build health, it just adds up, man. So we'll definitely see, man. But I know we've been going for an hour and a half. We probably be here all night. It was a Thursday night, man. Anything else y'all want to talk about before we did? Because I know, Rome, you want to talk about the linebackers, didn't you?
I just wanted to say, look, it's real simple, man. Do y'all want to bring in an additional linebacker veteran? And I'm not talking, it don't got to be a big name, but depth-wise, man, if LVE sprained an ankle, I'm going to freak out.
Yeah,
we need it out of just sheer depth, and that's why I'll take a Deion Jones or somebody that knows Dan Quinn system. It could be somebody else. It don't gotta be him.
Right.
But somebody else that I can trust. That if he sprained an ankle, because I got faith in Damone Clark with his youth and his playing ability, and I ain't trying to always just put it on LVE, but behind LVE, Overshown, I don't know if it is ready for legitimate. I don't know. And
we got a guy. We got a guy.
I've been hearing Jabril Cox getting a lot of.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jabril's starting to get some.
About he's better because he's one more year removed from his injury, and maybe we can all get excited about Jabril Cox again. But I just wanted to know y'all thoughts. That's all.
Go ahead, DMV.
There's one guy we ain't talking about who
Harper.
When we saw him, he just flies on the tape, and he coming back. Devin Harper, man, watch out for him because remember Devin Harper. When you see that 50, you like, who the hell is 50 out there? 50 is flying all over the place.
Right. I was just using him on Madden.
I've been hearing that Damone Clark really the game is starting to slow down for him because you got to understand too. He just kind of jumped out there mid-season. Yeah, he just jumped out mid-season.
Right.
So he's got off-season.
He didn't even have a bad rookie campaign for him when he came in.
He didn't. Right. He actually got better as the year went on. You started seeing 33 flying all over the place. And then Overshown.
Give me that green dot, big dog.
Right.
and from what I've been hearing too, Overshown, they're going to be doing some things with him. You know what I'm saying? So I think he'll start out as the Will
playing linebacker too. I think.
You who?
Isaiah Land.
Okay, yeah. That's what I've been hearing. Isaiah Land.
And then do we still have Malik, Jefferson out there?
Malik, no, I think he got cut.
I think I don't think we got him.
Malik Jefferson. So Tuck, you think Isaiah Land gets some linebacker run?
I mean that's where he's been playing at. So I don't know. Yeah.
That's why I asked y'all. That's why I wanted
to
Yeah, so
low hanging fruit is go get a veteran. But I wanted to ask y'all.
I mean, I would feel a little bit more comfortable with the veteran because you see, you know what I'm saying? Like you have a lot of young guys, you know what I'm saying? So you have question marks. So I would like to go get a veteran, you know what I'm saying? But we do have a lot of young youth at the linebacker positions, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be opportunity because let's say, for instance, Damone Clark takes a second-year leap, which I think he did. I did a video on him. Like, I feel like having the injury behind him, the surgery behind him, appreciate it. Having that surgery behind him, it's like, okay, now you can really focus on football. I feel like he's going to take a leap. And if you get Jabril Cox, you know what I'm saying, to really kind of refine himself, well, that's 3 out the gate because you got to think about you're only going to have about 2 linebackers on the field most of the time. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be a nickel. Yeah. So you're going to be a nickel primarily. So you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm not too concerned about it, but it's just like I would like another just veteran guy, just kind of, you know what I'm saying, just to ease up a little bit to fill up the linebacker core. So
that's why I feel like, you know what, at his stage of his career, I feel like somebody like a Jones, familiarity with Dan Quinn, he'll play his position. He ain't in the stage of his career where he's like, I want to dominate snaps. He would be excited to just be around some winning.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's some youth.
He might be able to tenacity too. Right. He put a mean streak, and I think he would fit in.
That's why I've been beating the drum. And what's the magic word? He'll be cheap. He ain't demanding a lot of money.
You're right.
You know Stephen Jones like a good cheap veteran.
Well, here's my thing. I don't know why we stockpiling at edge rushes. I don't know what Dan Quinn got. You know what I'm saying, bro? We stockpiled at edge, bro. Like we saw a dude yesterday, like, bro, we got another edge. Like, damn, how do we do?
hey, bro, let me tell you something. And we all learned this the hard way, and especially when he first came in. And Dan, we trust, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Dan, we trust.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if he not on the table for Deion Jones, then that means they believe in these guys that we have. Now, I know that
a lot of them veterans wait. Like Anthony Barr last year could have been signed.
Right.
You feel me?
They trying to skip camp.
Did he wait, or did he wait like you said, or was it that Dallas waited? Well, because a lot of these veterans don't want to do camp.
Malik Hooker waited till camp. Like we got one camp signing in us, and I can see Deion Jones being that sign. Anthony Barr showed up win last year.
In camp,
they want to see a little, so maybe they will give these young dudes a little run,
right, and say like, ain't it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Deion,
right.
They probably called Deion. Hey, look, we like you. We gonna see what these and veterans will wait. See what they talking about.
Right. Well,
yep.
Okay, and we could do the same at running back too, man. So, we'll definitely see him. But hey, my guys, man, y'all know how we do on Thursday nights, man. Appreciate everyone in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I said, this is just all we doing is going live on our phone calls, because normally it's what we be doing, you know what I'm saying, during the day.
I'm lucky that music thing ain't really happening.
Yeah, we probably gonna jump off the show and get right back on the phone like, man, I'll smoke Elton in this conversation.
I had to do a
bro.
space for that, because we can do the music in there and not get pulled.
Right. We gonna set that.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
We're gonna set that up, man. I'm gonna smoke.
Y'all wanna have a music battle? We got
about to say where my guy Nick's at, man. Set it up, bro.
Yeah, set that space, man. Set that
set
space,
it up,
man.
Nick.
Set that space, man. But hey, man, for everybody seeing you for the first time, man, Rome, let everybody know where they can find you, my guy.
Hey, man, it's your boy Mr. Rome, Cowboys Fan Talk on YouTube, Cowboys_Fan Talk on Twitter. I appreciate everybody that jumped in.
You want people to follow
you
on Twitter, man? You still want people to follow you on Twier, man? You sure?
Hey, look, it's peaceful Rome on Twitter later. I'll be back to ignorance later, but I just need a break.
Right. Yeah.
Like you can tell me I tapped out.
Right.
Y'all won, man. I don't want to argue with y'all right now.
Right.
Facts.
Right. Yeah. And my guy DMV, man, let everybody know they can find you, bro.
Yeah, man. Hey, DMV Fanatic on YouTube. A lot of you guys already clicked over and liked the video. Appreciate everybody for doing that. On Twitter, DMV Fanatic 1. And just to let y'all know, man, if y'all gonna come to my Twitter, y'all better be prepared to show me some actual facts. Show me your own actual work. Don't be posting no graphs to me about some damn, I don't know, some metrics and this and that somebody else done told. Right. Like, pardon me, but I don't believe metrics anymore, because a year ago they told me that Trayvon Diggs, like I said, was a wide receiver highway, and everybody was just blowing past him, and he gave up all these yards.
Right.
If y'all gonna come to me, come correct. And also too, man, this one thing I want to say too. My bad for taking the soapbox, but
go ahead,
I respect these two so much, and I respect a lot of the other people in the community so much that I'm willing to go to bat for these guys, even when they don't see, what I'm saying, that people are talking about them. Mm-hmm. So I just ask you guys, be respectful to the content creators that are really working hard for you guys to push this community forward. That's all I got.
Yeah, man, and I appreciate it, man. And likewise, and honestly, and a lot of times that's why I get in trouble, right? It's defending my content, brothers and sisters, because I know the sacrifice, bro. It's 9:40 my time, so it's 10 almost 11 o'clock y'all time. You know what I'm saying? Like, the sacrifice it takes to do this, you know what I'm saying? The film, the hours of film, but we do this, for the Cowboys community, because we love this stupid team. You know what I'm saying? Like, we bleed it, man. So it's like, all I ask is just for respect. You know what I'm saying?
I could June 8th.
Yeah.
I could be doing anything else.
Man. I you know what I'm saying? Like, if I didn't love it, bro, I guarantee y'all I would be on the controller right now. I had to do a radio show for the radio here in Kansas City, and they had to pull me off. Like, bro, you got to come on the show. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, you don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Because I wasn't talking about the Cowboys, I'm talking about the Chiefs. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I'd rather play Madden. You know what I'm saying? But, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for rocking with us, man. I love the YouTube content community. Everyone's doing great things. Y'all saw my girl Aisha, Jess. Everyone is kind of just creating their own lane. And this shows the power of what you can do just being a passionate Cowboys fan. Whoever knew you can create opportunities for yourself. So I appreciate support. I guess they said super chats. I'm not sure.
I was probably horrible at that.
Yeah. I mean, I can't tell, because when we're all connected, I can't tell if they're coming on my channel, your channel, whatnot.
I can see you said you didn't read my super chat. Elmatic. I'm sorry. I will go back through and try to find that joint.
We appreciate all the super chats, though, man. Appreciate all the super chats. Yeah, I probably didn't see it on my end either. So I appreciate the support, man. For y'all seeing me for the first time, J Tuck. Follow me on all social media platforms at JTuck151. Even on Twitter, I'm taking a Twitter break. I just hit 20,000 yesterday. I'm tapped out. I'm done. Like, I don't see, like,
man, 20K is a big deal, man.
Yeah, I mean, it is, man. So it's been a lot of there's been a lot of bodies. There's been a lot of, you know what I'm saying, buried bodies to get to that 20K, man. But I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, giving that platform.
You gotta take that break long enough to come back and challenge Elton, man.
That
gotta go down. That gotta go down,
that's
bro.
easy money, man. I ain't even worry about it. That's easy.
Yeah.
So yeah. He'll look like he gonna have the Bruno Mars joint on. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro. Salute to Elton, man. That's my guy, man. You kicked it to the Cowboys game when he came out there, man. But yeah, CFO Sports Talk. Comment, like, subscribe. We've been dropping a lot of film content. Got some more film coming for y'all. Live shows, as y'all see. We're going to have guests. We're going to have breakdowns, all that fun stuff. I'm going to be at camp for almost a week. I'm like, oh, that's a long time to be at camp. But
a lot of work.
yeah, that's a lot of working. But I'm definitely gonna find some time to relax and out there in Cali, get some California sunshine, man. So I appreciate the support, man. Appreciate everyone for rocking with us. I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged. Go Cowboys. Peace.
Go Cowboys.